Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be playing Theros Block Constructed. The dailies are finally up, and I'm going to be playing this blue-black deck that I saw like Monday or so. So dailies came up last Wednesday, and people started playing, and it's like mostly red-green, and there are some heroic decks, and now mono black is coming into its own. But the majority is red-green. But I saw this deck, some 4-0 blue-black control deck, and I was wondering, wow, I wonder how that guy actually did that. And that was around like Monday or so. So I started playing it, just his exact list, and it was very strange. I played it all week this week. Today is Sunday, so I played it all week, and I could not figure out, like, kept crushing two-mans. Like, I played it against Heroic a lot, played against some monstrous decks, like the red-green ones are actually kind of 50-50. But I had the hardest time winning dailies, so I wanted to give up on it and try something else. But then Friday, the guy 4-0'd another one with the same exact deck list. Now I'm not playing his exact deck list because a number of reasons. As I was playing it, like, he had a one Whip of Erebos in his main deck, and it didn't really do a whole lot for me because if I drew it before I had Keepsake Gorgons in play, it just didn't do anything. Because getting back Owen Speaker, while very cute, is not that impactful, and you have to have Keepsake Gorgon out to make the whip good. So I added another Ashiok because I wanted more pressure. Ashiok is one of the better cards in this deck. You kind of always want one. And I also cut a Traveler's Amulet for just a basic land. And I think I added a blue Scryland instead of an island. But other than that, I'm basically the same deck. The sideboard's a lot different, but I'll talk about the main deck for now. So we've got 24 lands and 2 amulets. The amulets are just extra lands, basically. A little extra fixing since there's only one blue-black duel. Like, your mana's not that great because you're going to need Hero's Downfall and Dissolve a lot of the time open. Luckily, most of our cards are just pure black, like Hero's Downfall, Keepsake Gorgon, Read the Bones, Baleful, Eidolon, and Thoughtseize. Like, so if you only have Dissolve, you only need one island, so you can live off just one island for a while, generally. But so we have only like 7 or 6 islands here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 islands. Four blue-black temples, obviously, and I've got 2 black Scrylands and 2 blue Scrylands. They're off color. I have nothing to use the colors for, unless Ashiok like removes a Polokronos for Temple of Mystery. But the Scrylands are just extremely good in this deck, specifically because you're gonna need to draw specific cards in specific times. So scrying is obviously very good for that, and a ton of swamps. It's the mana base. It's very simple. Next, I guess we can talk about things that don't let them do things. So I've got Thoughtseizes and a bunch. Let's go for removal spells. So I've got Thoughtseizes, very good against pretty much everything except for maybe Heroic. Obviously, just rips their best card every single time. It's very good. Very, very good. That's why I'm playing 4 of them. Voyage's End is okay. It's mostly to buy you a little time and draw the cards you need with the scry on it. Got Baleful Eidolons, which is just a Stonewall. Baleful Eidolons very good removal spell, actually. Like, you can play it and they have to remove it, or they can't use Polokronos to fight it because Polokronos will die, and they can't use Time to Feed either because of the same reason. What's really cute though is when you bestow an Omen Speaker with Baleful Eidolon, gives you like an extra Death Touch creature, because the Omen Speaker has to die first and will trade with something, and then the Eidolon will come back. Owen Speaker's just here for a roadblock, honestly. It's good. It's okay for scrying. It's okay for roadblocking. It's not that good at either one. And we've got some Hero's Downfalls and some Dissolves. Basically just to catch everything that you can. Dissolves getting the large things that you can if you have open mana. And Hero's Downfall getting everything else, including all the Planeswalkers, such as Xenagos and Elspeth. Ashiok's not that big of a force in block right now. The Gorgons are very good as well. For one, they're very large toughness creatures with Death Touch, meaning you can play them and you'll almost always be able to block and trade. And if your creature lives, or if you just save it, you can use it as an extra removal spell, and it gets larger. It's actually very surprisingly good. I was kind of taken aback when I first saw the list, but Keepsake Gorgon is extremely potent card in Block Constructed because of how slow the format is. Everyone's trying to play these large monsters, so you play a small monster with Death Touch that can kill large monsters. And then Hythonia is just a large Keepsake Gorgon, like the largest possible Keepsake Gorgon. The only thing that these Gorgons don't kill is Reaper of the Wilds and themselves. So those are the only things in the format that I've come across that you can't kill with these Gorgons. Because Reaper of the Wilds, of course, is a Gorgon. Hythonia is especially good against any deck playing Elspeth or a Crow and Horse, because a couple decks are playing a Crow and Horse now. Only cards I haven't talked about are Read the Bones, pretty basic scry 2, draw 2 card. Lets you get what you need. Put things on the bottom if you don't want them. And Ashiok is just the main win condition in the deck. Very effective 3 mana planeswalker. The +2 makes it harder to kill. Like when you play it, it's 5 loyalty. And then if you hit a Pelokrinos or some good 4-drop, you can just snap play it off of that. And Ashiok's pretty much done his job, because you have the tools to protect a 5/5 to win the game for you. Or if not, you can just trade it off and then look for an Ashiok later. Now the board is a little less stable. Like, I'm not quite sure the correct number of cards to play here. I definitely want these Pharika's Cures and this Baleful Eidolon, because those are extremely good against all of the heroic decks. And Baleful Eidolon in particular is good against the red-green deck. Pharika's Cure kills anything they try to enchant, and gives you a huge tempo off of it. I'm not sure about the rest of the sideboard. Like, the Read the Bones is for any other opposing control deck. There's a couple red-white ones, and I guess if I ever play the mirror, I could bring it in. Erebos is kind of... I'm not really sure what I'm doing with him. Like, he's good in control matchups, and he's also okay in mono black because it stops them from gaining life. But I haven't tried him out yet. I want to try him out. I know Dark Betrayal is also very good against mono black because it kills black creatures for very cheap. The Disciples are against control in mono black. I just want an extra creature that can contribute to the board and strip a threat from their hand, which it does fairly well. The only bad part is it costs 4 mana, so 4 mana for a very small creature, so it's kind of a little awkward. But the card I'm most concerned about, the card I haven't tried out at all, that I just added to my sideboard right now, is Curse the Swine. Because the previous slots were Gainsays, and basically no one's playing blue right now, so Gainsay is... in every daily I play, I might play against one blue deck, maybe. Sometimes I don't play against any at all. So I just took the Gainsays out completely because I was never boarding them in. And I wanted to try Curse of Swine instead, because that can... I had a problem dealing with multiple dragons, so if they get like a dragon, and then have like any other thing in play, like an Ember Swallower, I can probably deal with an Ember Swallower or a dragon, but the other two just kill me. Because you can't always draw like 4 Heroes Downfall every game. So Curse the Swine is to try and stem the tides, I guess. Make them into blockable creatures instead of like gigantic creatures. So that's the deck. Daily starts in 2 minutes here, so I really hope this is the one daily I'm gonna like 4-0 with this deck. But honestly, I'm playing this mostly for practice. I want to see how the sideboard works out. And I really like this deck, actually. I'm not quite sure how competitive it is, but if I can't spike a couple dailies, I'm gonna just switch over to something else, try that. Because I really want, this is like my favorite card in the set, and I really want to play it. So we'll see how we do, and I'll see y'all in round 2. Or round 1, rather.